These are not the Tasmanian devils you're looking for. Well, hello my friends, and welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having the most wonderful of wonderful days. My name is Leaf, and it's great that you guys are able to join me today. Even though we're a bit late with this video, I decided better late than never, right? Today we're checking out mods versus Frontier. We are comparing the mods from the animals from the Oceania pack to the official ones that we got in the Oceania pack itself. Lots of really awesome ones here today. First of all, I say let's start off with the large brown or North Island brown kiwi. There's too many names for kiwis out there. Now this mod was originally made by Narwhaler, and honestly, it's still probably one of my favorite mods of Narwhaler to this day. Like literally everything about this model is fan-freaking-tastic. Like even the whiskers up front that are so synonymous with the kiwi just look incredible. The beak was so cool to see how he was able to do that too. Just a really awesome model all around. Just so sad that we have to see this one go. But as we look over here to our modern kiwi, we can see that there's so many different upgrades in here from the mod. Obviously, Frontier didn't take the mod. The kiwi is essentially a brand new bird rig for us. It's really, really incredible. And it has that little funny dance animation too. But essentially what this animal is, it's its own animal. It's so cool. But what they actually did that's so cool is how they actually incorporated those whiskers too, and I honestly love how kind of like, it's really awful to say, but I love how pubic hairy kind of they look. It really is so cool to see how Frontier was able to do that. And again, just everything on here from the texture on the beak itself, which is so cool, to like even the back legs back here, not like they have front legs at all. I'm really going 0 for 10 right now. I'm doing great, but it's really incredible what Frontier was able to do with the kiwi. I'm sorry if you hear some jangling in the back. That's my dog kind of like being a little menace. But you can see that this model is so beautiful, and the texture is too, especially from far. It looks really cool. But still, it's so sad to see this kiwi go away, but Narwhaler was able to upgrade it, essentially. One of the problems it had is the fact that it kind of like tucks its head into itself. Really just a big flaw with the Indian peafowl rig, I come to admit. It's just a really, really bad rig for birds, which is so funny. But essentially, Narwhaler was able to repurpose this one into the Great Spotted Kiwi. You can essentially see it come up on the screen right over here. It looks really awesome. And I believe it does not require the Oceania pack, since it's still based off of the normal Pifel mod original one. Yeah. Hey, just friendly Leaf popping in over here. Turns out it's actually based off of the normal kiwi, which also the mod doesn't require the Oceania pack, which that's confusing because it's essentially giving away free DLC, but you know, whatever. But yeah, another key difference in between the mod and the actual one is that even though the mod did have an albino one, I just wasn't able to spawn one in today. The official one actually has 2 morphs. One is actually the piebald, which I find so cool. So piebald kiwis do exist in real life. It's really, really such a cool mutation. And yeah, they kind of just have these little white dapples all around them. Something else cool about this one is that it actually swims. So let me actually do some stuff. Right, so if I just throw a whole bunch of like stuff that the kiwi would use over here, I think we might actually be able to see it swim. Wait, no, I'm remembering wrong. So there are files to allow the kiwi to swim in the game, but unfortunately they're not kind of ticked on. So essentially they'll just walk to wherever they want to go. Little bit of a little modding fact right there, I guess, but that's just something kind of interesting to keep in mind. But regardless, they won't swim in-game, so I guess that's something that we should probably implement in Planet Zoo Plus. Not really sure. Hey, it's your friendly neighborhood Leaf popping in once more time. Turns out the modded kiwi that Narwhaler released actually swims. It has those swimming files in there. I haven't seen it myself, but it can swim in-game. So, yeah, let's get back to the show. But moving on from there, we are checking out the little penguin boy. This one is the little blue penguin. We actually gave it the cooler name this time around. So this one is actually remade by Mega Game & Rex. It's just a really, really cool looking model. Obviously, it's not as good as the original Frontier one, but what I kind of liked about this model is the fact that it's just so bright, so saturated, I don't know. I know it's a little bit unrealistic, but it's still pretty cool to see. They still use the basic African penguin animations, which is, you know, they're pretty fine as it is, but still whenever Frontier gives us an official animal, they always have these really cool animations given to them that just makes them a little bit more unique. Let's check them out. Yeah, these guys are so much cuter. I mean, if we just kind of get up and close in this guy's little personal space, we can see that they also have this new sleeping animation over here, which we weren't able to do with mods. Really super adorable, because this is going to be so useful for, I don't know if any other penguins do this. I don't think they do. But still, it's just really awesome, and even the fur texture on here is incredible. It really seems like Frontier stepped up their line when it comes to feathers. I don't know. Maybe that's something that they're trying to focus for in the future. Possibly. But yeah, everything besides that, like the bill, works really good on these guys. I believe we do have some that are deep swimming right now, and of course the little blue penguin has its own unique swimming animations, so it looks a lot more natural than they would for the modded one. Which again, the mods as of late have been a little bit broken. That's like my fault and the rest of the modders' fault. We've just been so busy as of late, we haven't had time to properly update them, so some probably won't deep dive, but still you can see these guys still have their little basic swimming animations. Again, pulled right from the African penguin. They're gonna swim just like those guys. It's a fine alternative, but listen, the official one is always better. And you guys might notice that whenever I do put out those, like, I don't know, whenever an official animal does come out, I always pull the original mod, because, I don't know, I don't like to give away the animal for free, even if it is a little bit buggy like this guy right here. It's still, like, not my favorite thing in the world, but let's check this guy out. This is a Tasmanian devil. As of, like, 2023, it's been through the ringer. So yeah, you guys might know the Tasmanian Devil mod was based off of the Zoo Tycoon 3 model for the Tasmanian Devil, which was fine. Like, it was serviceable. But the issue with that guy is that the fur textures in between the games didn't really match up. There were some model data in there that really didn't match up, and lo and behold, it kind of just looks like a disheveled mess as of late. I remember Wyatt Andrews' Workshop was trying to get me to accept a commission for a new Tasmanian Devil, but I was like, listen bro, hold out, all right? To the moon, you know? That's what the Muskers say, I guess. Planet Zoo's gonna come out with the Tasmanian Devil, just you wait. And so they did. Look at these guys. Really just such an incredible step up from anything that a modder can do. It really is so cool to see what Planet Zoo was able to do with an official Tasmanian Devil. Obviously, they have the gait down a little bit. They have like the little flayed tail going on over there. Obviously, I have some of my qualms where it's like, I wish they had like different patterns for kind of like splotchy skin, kind of like how you see in captive Tasmanian Devils. Wish they, I don't know. I just find them very adorable nonetheless. But they also have pouch animations, which is something that we could not do, or technically we could really do, but it just isn't in the cards for us humble modders. But regardless, the Planet Zoo version is like 10 times better, which is always so cool to see. I don't know, just looking at this guy, even if we look at it back in its heyday, it looked fine, but it was just fine at the end of the day. It was serviceable, it was never really good, but again, we're just very happy to have these official ones in the game. But with that being said, oh yeah, here's the albino one. Here's Narwhaler's albino Kiwi. Look at him. He's so pretty. But yeah, with that being said, only 3 modded animals were kind of Thanos from the Nexus this time around. But I'm sure that in the next DLC, we'll see a lot more leaving, and we'll actually do this video on time for once. So I'm gonna end it right there. Thank you guys so much for spending this time with me. Can't wait to see you all in the next video. Take care and goodbye.